Welcome back to Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert. Good morning to you. Your chance to win some New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets coming up a little bit later on this morning. But I want to welcome on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline this morning. I want to welcome this guy back to Jersey. When he was here with Emiliani and doing some great work in the fashion and beauty products industry, he was a name to really, people got really excited about when they heard this name because of all the great trends and all the great things he had done in the fashion and beauty industry. He has since relocated to Texas, and he's on with us today to talk about another breakthrough because everything this guy touches is incredibly successful. You don't mind if I pile it on a little bit for you, do you, Andre? Is that okay?
I love it. Keep on going.
All right. Well, let's bring you in then. Andre Chiavelli is back with us this morning here on WCTC. Andre, we miss you, man. Here in Jersey, all the fashion and beauty industry and all the, you really elevated the entire industry to a new level when you were here in Jersey. But, man, it's good to hear your voice back in Jersey this morning.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be back here on with you, and always love being on your show. And I miss it. I miss Jersey, but, you know, I go back and forth every couple months, and I'm still very strong and active in the beauty industry, just more on a national and global level. And but I am here, you know, during all that time, I was also in the sports business, and that's what I wanted to bring up, some really cool things that are happening there.
Yeah, this is really great. Talk about your latest idea, because anything that Andre Chiavelli says that he thinks he can make work always goes on to be incredibly successful. And this latest thing you came up with, I'm like, he did it again. Andre has knocked down another wall and conquered another world. Give us the backstory on your latest idea here.
Okay, well, you know, since 2009, I was and still I am, official vendor of sports memorabilia, more or less baseball cards for Yankee Stadium with the Legends Hospitality Group. So I had a kiosk set up in the Yankee Stadium from 2009 to 2015 next to the Yankee Museum, and we displayed all kinds of baseball cards and vintage memorabilia and such, and had just a great run. And then when I moved down here, we took down the store, and I still supply them. So while I was at the stadium, the one thing I was really incredibly saw the amount of sales in popcorn and candy was just astronomical, the numbers that Yankees would do in each of those little stands. You know, and I said, boy, I'd like to make something like that someday. You know, memorabilia you buy and then you hold it for a long time so it doesn't have the turn. And then I used to go down before batting practice with Derek Jeter standing on one side and the players. I'd be right down there, and one of the players said, "Hey, did you hear about this ban on chewing tobacco and dip tobacco in baseball?" And I really wasn't aware of what was going on. I looked into it a little bit, and I found out that it was banned in the NCAA, all of college. I found it was banned in the minors, and then I found out it was being banned in the major leagues. And they said, if you could come up with a replacement for that, you'd make $1 million. So
that's all you needed, right? Was to hear that.
Yeah, once I heard that, I was like, but. You know, the funny thing was a light bulb immediately went off in my mind about licorice. And I had been a ball player and chewed tobacco, and I've also had licorice, and a light bulb went off. So I started to investigate licorice not only being a delicious candy, but also being a great replacement. And it took 2.5 years of people telling me they couldn't do it because they wanted to make products more like a Twizzler. But Twizzler is a hard type of licorice. You really need a soft and moldable, pliable type of licorice, and has to be obviously delicious. So after 2.5 years, I found an Australian-made licorice, which is it's just delicious, absolutely delicious. Kookaburra makes this incredible product, and I gave it to the players, and they custom made a special one for me, different from the rest, and then I gave it to the players, and the players loved it. And they loved it just as a straight-up candy, coming in a block and a red raspberry. And then they were able to mold it in the mouth, like chew on the side or dip in the front. And they could either suck the juice and love it like a candy or spit it out like it was with tobacco. Because they're all looking for it to get into something else. They need a replacement product.
Right.
So that's where the whole thing had come. And after 2.5 years of people telling me they couldn't do it, and then I struck this one. Then I was like, okay, now I got a great product, great company, great reputation, been in the licorice business for 40 years. Now I want to build the theme. And I thought of nobody else other than the greatest player of all time, which is Babe Ruth.
Sure.
And I happen to be very good friends with Linda Ruth. I talked to Linda Ruth and then approached the family about having an exclusive license for Licorice and taking the Babe Ruth image and Babe Ruth's quotes and his pictures and putting it with the product. So we went ahead. It took 1 year to get this license. There's 5 family members. Took 1 year to get the license. I got exclusive on the license, and we made such a beautiful packaging. We put it actually in the chewing tobacco pouch, and we then had this packaging done with Babe Ruth, and it just came out absolutely beautiful.
Wow. And the product, again, is called, what's the name of it?
It's called Babe Ruth's Long Ball Black Licorice or Babe Ruth's Round Tripper Red Raspberry Licorice.
Oh, I love it. Wow, that is really awesome. And to have the Ruth family behind this, that's spectacular for you, too. That's awesome.
Yeah, we were able to get the trademarks for Long Ball and Round Tripper, both, home run, sayings. And the Ruth family, after 1 year, giving me the exclusive on it, is just incredible. So now we had the product. We had, we give it to anybody, and they just said, wow, this is the best licorice I've ever had.
Wow.
Just straight up as a candy. And then we get the pouch and the packaging and put the whole thing together. And it's so now we have major league players using it. We just got into Yankee Stadium. We're going into Cracker Barrel is launching it in all 645 stores for next baseball season.
Oh man, wow!
And every day we're getting it. Yesterday, the Texas Rangers I was talking to, they want it for their minor leagues, and all these ball players in colleges and everybody's getting involved now with the Babe Ruth licorice, and it's just going phenomenal.
I can see why. First of all, a fantastic alternative to tobacco, because you don't want young people starting to get into tobacco products, because we know where that can lead. And it sort of reminds me a little bit, Andre, of maybe a product that you and I used when we were growing up here in Jersey called Big League Chew, but this isn't bubble gum. This is a little bit more of a mature taste that a grown-up would use and would use during a baseball game, and it's not bubble gum. It offers a little bit of a different flavor.
That's exactly right, and they have enjoyed such a tremendous long run of success with Big League Chew, no question about it.
Yeah,
the numbers that some of the Twizzlers sells over $200 million, and some of these companies do just astronomical numbers in sales. But yeah, it is a different type of product completely, because it actually comes in a plug which is actually like a square block. So it comes in a block form.
That's great. Similar
to plug tobacco, and it's just, tear it off or chewed off. But it has such a flavor to it. And I think, we went to the candy show in Chicago, the largest candy show in the world, every March in Chicago. I've never been to candy show ever. I've always been in sports or the hairdressing business. And we went to the candy show with the manufacturer, and all of a sudden I'm getting interviewed after the show as the best newcomer of the show because of the amazing interest that everybody had in this product.
That's amazing. Well, who else but Andre Chiavelli could take an Australian licorice and get Major League Baseball, the All-American game, excited in a product like this? Again, it's called Long Ball Licorice. Soft, pliable, delicious, the home run of licorice, as it's called. And what a terrific idea. I mean, I could see this in every level where maybe young high school players, Cal Ripken League sort of age players who don't want to use tobacco products, and we don't want kids using tobacco. What a great alternative. And it's licorice. It's a candy. It's safe to use, and it kind of like gets you, like when you're playing a baseball game, it's a perfect complement for anybody that wants to chew a little bit and play ball at the same time. It's awesome.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's just straight up as a candy. It's the best licorice you've ever tasted. And, even if you don't play baseball or have nothing to do, it just as licorice straight up, it's phenomenal. The red raspberry is delicious. The black is – most people who don't like black, who say, oh, no, I don't like black, the people who do that, they love this black. It's completely different than what you've had before, and it's really delicious. And, yeah, we – from little leaguers all the way up to, professional, college. Matter of fact, this morning I was speaking to Nate Slan, who's the commissioner of the California division of college baseball, and
wow.
He wants to make it official candy for the college baseball.
That is fantastic.
So there's a lot of excitement, streaming all across the baseball world, and also, generally people, it's just a great tasting candy, and people love that,
Man, oh man, someday people will learn. Do not tell Andre Chiavelli that he can't do something, because he will dedicate himself to proving you wrong. And my friend, it looks like you did it again with this great product here, Long Ball Licorice. Where can someone go online and get some more information about it?
We have a beautiful website set up at www.longballlicorice.com.
Excellent stuff.
And it's a beautiful website set up with Babe Ruth, and we even got some Roaring Twenties music on the website as well.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really a vintage style, vintage whole thing, and Babe Ruth was all about the kids, and we're keeping the same theme. As a matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, Babe Ruth, actually, tell you a quick story, Bert.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth, the Baby Ruth candy bar is not owned by Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth came out with a candy bar after Baby Ruth, and actually Baby Ruth won the lawsuit against Babe Ruth, and he had to pull his candy bar off the market.
Man, wow.
And that happened many years ago. And you know what? Now we have a chance to bring Babe Ruth back in the picture with a licorice, with Babe Ruth's long ball licorice.
That is fantastic. Wow. Well, congratulations, Andre. You've done it again. What else could I say, my friend? You've taken a world and you've shaken it up and threw it on its head once again. And man, congratulations to you. One last thing as we wrap up here. I know you're now living in Houston, Texas. We know how it went with Texas Rangers and your Yankees. You pulling for the hometown Astros, or it's kind of hard to root against the Yankees? Of course. I mean, you even have a World Series ring from the Yankees, right?
Yes, I do, and I'm a Yankees guy all the way, and I was heartbroken when they lost, but they're a young team and they're going to be back, and I do admire the Astros very much, young team, a lot of talent there, but I think those teams are going to be battling for quite some time.
I think so. Well, good stuff. Well, Andre Chiavelli, again, congratulations. Thank you. And, man, great to hear your voice here in New Jersey again, my friend. And next time you come this way, let's get together. We'd love to see you, all right?
Oh, I love that, Bert. Thank you so much. I love being on the show, and I appreciate what you do.